Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am starting a new series of Christmas handmade gift ideas for this Christmas season of 2025. If you would like a tutorial for any of these Christmas ideas, please leave a comment down below and I will be sure to make a video tutorial about any of the ideas that you would like more instruction on, or if you would like to comment any ideas that you want me to put into future videos, please let me know, because this series will be going on for about a few weeks just to make sure that we've got a decent list of ideas. Each video will have about 15 ideas and we are going to be doing about 3 to 4 videos, I think, which gives you a decent amount of ideas, and we will mix in tutorials along the way and some other videos that I think you guys will enjoy. So without further ado, let's get started. So first on the list is going to be pressed flower resin bookmarks. Now you can use any kind of flower or plant that you want to press. Most people know how to press. You just, flatten the plant and put it into some resin, preferably shaped like a bookmark, because it needs to be thin, and most bookmarks are thin, otherwise you're going to warp the pages. The second gift is going to be hand-stamped clay trinket dishes. You can use air dry clay for this, to make the trinket dish, but I also recommend getting resin or some kind of sealant to go outside of the air dry clay, because air dry clay does ruin itself when you re-wet it, unfortunately. Number 3 is going to be mini crochet buddies, which, if you don't know what those are, they're little crochet like creatures. Like, it could be food, it could be stuffed animals, and they have a little emotional support message on them, and just anybody could have one. If you're a crocheter, is a fantastic idea. If you're not, that's okay. You don't have to make that. You can make a buddy out of beads. You can make it out of clay. You can make it out of really anything, I think. It just kind of depends on where your creativity goes with this project. Next is going to be hand-painted wooden gift. So basically there are tons of wooden crafts that you can get at the Dollar Tree for super cheap, or if you have a canvas or a piece of paper at home, you can also just paint something like at home, but you can get a wooden piece of work for super cheap, and you can paint it just customized to the person you want to give it to. Number 5 is going to be a DIY mini hot cocoa kit, where each little jar or tube has different flavored hot cocoa that your gift receiver can just dump it into a cup of hot water or milk and make themselves a nice glass of hot chocolate. Next is going to be custom perler bead ornaments. Now, if you are not familiar with perler beads, they're just a type of bead that you melt with irons to make a waxed image of melted beads. There are tons of ideas on Pinterest that you can use to make the ornaments, or you can make your own idea. It's literally pixel art with perler beads. That's what they're called. It's perler beads, but a lot of people call them melting beads and stuff. But they would make really cute ornaments, or you can even make magnets with them. You can make wall hangings with them. You can make a lot of things with perler beads. You just have to have the right supplies. Just make what you have. Try not to go over budget. They are super cheap and affordable if you cannot afford like a super expensive thing. Perler beads are super cheap and affordable. Next is going to be a no-sew fleece scarf. Now, these are super easy to make. You just have to go to a fabric store or somewhere that sells fabric. Like Walmart has like cheap fabric, and like you can go to Hobby Lobby or probably a couple other stores. Those are the stores that are near me that have fabric, and you can get some thinner strips, and it's kind of like the knotted blankets, except it's one layer of fabric, and you just decorate the ends, and you gift it. Next, you can make scented jars, and by this I mean like you can get a jar, fill it up with things like cinnamon sticks, dried oranges, cranberry, stuff like that, that people can either dump into a pot of boiling water so they can have aroma in their home, or that they can just leave open, or you can even mix it in with some wax melt, like unscented wax melt, and make a little scented candle that they can use anytime they want. Next is going to be a watercolor name art for kids. So you basically can write someone's name out in bold, thick letters, you know, like the outline of their name, and then you watercolor in the name with different colors. I think that would be really pretty, actually, and you can turn it into a framed piece of artwork. I think a kid would really like that. You can also make, our next gift idea is a miniature shadow box. So shadow boxes, if you're not familiar, are these boxes that are like frames, and they have some depth on the inside of them, so that way you can stick things inside them. A lot of people use them to display their certificates and their diplomas, but you could also create like little holiday scenes, or just a scene that somebody might enjoy. I think that would be a really cute idea too, because you can make a whole entire set of them, of like little ones. They don't have to be super big, they can. You can even like put like a family photo or something in the background, and do something in the front that like is meaningful to the person you're giving it to. Next we have crochet coasters. They can be related to the current season, which would be winter. They can be related to the holiday, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving. They could also be related to like just something the person that's receiving it loves, like cats, dogs, food. There are so many different kinds of crochet coasters you can make. I do recommend using 100%, I think it's cotton yarn. It is difficult to work with, but it is also very good for absorption, which is why it's usually used for washcloths, which is their next idea, which is going to be crochet washcloths. Like grandmas and mothers would probably like to receive, you know, handmade crocheted washcloths or dish towels or dish sponges. Like their 100% cotton yarn is very useful for things like that, and a lot of people recommend that that is what you use it for. I personally use it for scrunchies, which would be another idea. You can use scrunchies as well, just because it is a little bit difficult to use 100% cotton yarn for scrunchies. So if you would like, you can use a different kind of yarn, but scrunchies are super easy to make. And if you would like a tutorial for the one I'm referencing, I would be happy to give it to you. I don't have it near me, otherwise I would show you exactly what it is, and I'll actually insert a photo of what it looks like up on the screen, right or left, I don't know. I've never inserted an image, so we'll see how that one goes. Next is going to be hand mixed room sprays. Basically, you will mix an essential oil or some kind of scent with an unscented aroma spray, an unscented aroma smell. I forget how they make it, so I'll have to do some research on that, but a handmade room spray would be really nice, especially for those who don't have room sprays, they just have perfume, or the scentsy room sprays. I do not recommend buying those at all. Just hand make a room spray, or like find something different, because scentsy leaves an oily texture on wooden floors. Even just like the I think it's like lycelium, whatever most floors are made of nowadays, it's not actual hardwood, but it makes the floor oily, and it's really uncomfortable feeling, and it's difficult to get off. Next, we have paint your own ceramic ornament kits. Now, these do not have to be Christmas related. A lot of them are, but you can find ones that aren't. Like you can just find a kit where you can do like the imprint of the person's animal or an imprint of their hand or something they love. Even just a cute little, like you do it yourself and they get to paint it. And that's the gift to them, is they get to paint this memory that they'll have forever. I know a lot of parents would really cherish this, or like animal lovers, they would love to be able to do this activity with their animals. Next on our list is going to be DIY cookie cutter candles. And how you do this is you get any kind of melty wax that you want, you melt it down, and you pour it into silicone molds, and you make your own custom little melted wax shapes. You can get unscented wax melts, so that way you can scent it yourself with some essential oils, or you can get scented ones and just change the shape, and it'll be a cute little like gift for like a holiday party or something that's, you know, like cheap and affordable for that kind of event. And our last gift on this list for today is going to be personalized photo keychains. Now, if you have access to a printer or a photo printer or any store that prints off photos, you can select some photos, get them printed off there, and then take them home and turn them into keychains. You can get plastic photo protector keychains, or you can make it yourself by getting some resin and putting the image into 2 different sides of resin and connecting it to a keychain. This one's a little bit more complicated because resin is expensive if you don't already have resin. And also you would need a drill or a silicone mold that has the hole already shaped out in order to make that. Alrighty, so that brings us to the very end of the video today. Thank you all for joining me. If you would like another list of 15 plus more Christmas gift ideas, please let me know down in the comments. If you want any tutorials for anything, I'm happy to give them to you. Please just let me know again down in the comments. If you have any better ideas, also let me know, because I would love to have more ideas, because I am a hand crafter. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, that is what I do. I do have crochet projects that I'm working on this Christmas season, so that is why there were quite a few of those crochet ideas. If you have a particular group of people that you want gifts for, like be it a crafter or it's someone who reads and you just want gifts for people that read, or gifts for people that are into sports, like if you want specific gifts for specific categories of people, let me know and I can make videos for those. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys all next time. Thank you. Bye.